What's up, everybody? It's Joe Pass from 8-Bit Wave. Good to see everybody again. Happy to be back with another episode here of Sibelius Sessions. And I wanted to start off by saying, which is kind of weird, but, just happy to genuinely be around everybody and stuff. These times have been trying times for everybody, I think. And I think maybe that should be said more often than it sometimes is. And me myself, I've been going through some stuff, so it's just like kind of nice to have everybody and just be a better you every single day. So, with just wanted to get that out of the way. Much love to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing great. I will say, actually, because I see Jose in the chat, I brought him out today to see if the JoJo mousepad will help to counteract the unluckiness. So he's here. He's here. Let's see what happens today. And speaking of what happened, let's see what happened last time and how we're going with the score. Menacing. This intro is the only thing that I'm still kind of iffy on. I'll probably go back and check it out afterwards. That's right, and I had said I might want to add some harmonies here. I'll look into it. Yeah, and unfortunately the MIDI isn't exactly playing the right stuff here. It's going to be doing that for most of this song in particular. Oh, we need to add those harmonies. So much lore around the Dio mug. Yeah. Were you there when I spilled the coffee? I don't know if you were tuning into the streams yet or not. That's probably been the worst thing that happened with the Dio mug. Sadly, no. Yeah, it was pretty funny. The keyboard was never the same. The mouse pad eventually came out fine, but the keyboard literally was never the same on the Mac. To this day, it's kind of like sticky still. And that's that I actually took it apart entirely. Like I took off the whole back panel and cleaned it as much as I could, but it's still sticky. There's really not much I can do about it. So this section honestly sounds pretty good. I'm very happy with this section. I'm gonna look first at this section right before it and see if there's anything else I want to add. I don't think there's anything here. I'll tackle the beginning later because I want to see if it grows on me. So I'm not convinced that it's wrong. I just don't know if it's what I'm hearing. But I think this section could use some like small little horn interjections, like maybe just in the French horn or something like that. Oh man, hold on a second. Oh, I have to adjust something really quick. Sorry, the display is a little weird. I think it adjusted some stuff here. Yeah, it did. Interesting. Okay, so I have to make this a separate thing. Sorry, because the chat is being cut off. I don't know if you guys can tell that it's like certain words are cut off, and I don't want that to be a thing. So I guess that's gonna mess up with some of the other stuff, but it's not too big of a deal. I think it was 600 is what it was at. Yeah, and then I just need to make it longer. Careful with the coffee around the new keyboard. Yeah, definitely. The Super Baby 2 showcase. Now I can see your comment. Sorry. Yeah, some of the words were being cut off. I did see it eventually. I did get around to it. This should fix the length. No, that's too long now. Sorry, 1 second. It's slightly too short. We're almost there. 700 might be the one. That'll be fine. Yes, I did. He looks very interesting. He looks super aggressive. Shout outs to anybody that plays Fighter Z. And the Super Baby hype. He looks super aggressive, like with his key blasts and stuff, and he has like a lot of priority and stuff. Like there's that spin move that he has in the air that like beats out Super Dash and stuff. So he definitely has a lot of like interesting options. I don't think he's gonna be top tier because some of his normals look a little weird, like his jumping heavy and stuff like that looks a little weird. But given the circumstances, he definitely seems like a fun character to play. But we'll have to see until we can get his hands on him. Yeah, you've been a fan of GT as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I've known. Yeah, it sounds like there's some slight arpeggiations. There's like some MIDI strings in the back that are kind of doing that. I think they're just doing simple little arpeggiation. So bum bum. Yeah, I figured that my keyboard was not synced. Me 2 seconds to make sure that my keyboard is synced. Should be good now. There we go. I still haven't been able to figure out the whole delay issue. I think he'll be a nice addition for the record, Jose. I think he'll fit right into the crowd. I think he looks like what Jiren should have been in the get-go, from the get-go. So what chord do we have here? It looks like an F minor. Yeah. So let's do that. So it looks like they're doing that for all of them. The next chord is what? A D flat major? Yeah, D flat, so that would be... Then we have A flat. And that one maybe we'll do the same thing. Just... to the 5th there. And then we have that C7 sort of chord there. So maybe like... And then this relatively repeats, except for the last chord here. This is apparently C, E flat, so... There we go. And that being said, then actually it might be better to have all of this in bass clef here. So let me just go ahead and get this whole section for Nicole. Q, our key command that I learned recently, actually, for bass clef, and there it is. Yeah, and see, for the record, with the whole going back to the baby thing, I had a feeling that there's no way that he would be able to keep like multiple assists or whatever. When he takes like the first character that dies and that's like it, and then when the second character dies, they replace that one. I was like, there's no way that the guy's gonna have like 5 assists. Like that just doesn't make sense. Or 4, excuse me. I can't count, apparently. And let's make sure that this is out of the way. So let's kind of piano. See how that works out. Yeah, it would be way too OP. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this one last time. So it was at 700. Let's try 680. There we go. It's just a little bit too long. I'm seeing it. It was going to extend a little bit farther and it was bothering me. And that should work for this as well. Yeah, it is. Krillin main all the way. I do, actually. Krillin is my best character. That is hands down, I think, my best character in Fighter Z. Or Fighters, however you want to pronounce it. I've always pronounced it Fighter Z, and I'm going to keep pronouncing it that way. Even though Fighters is actually accurate. When Bandai Namco themselves present it, they're like, the newest season of Fighters. So it's canonically it's Fighters, but I'm going to stick to Fighter Z because that's what I got used to seeing. I figured it was Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Balls. So I figured it would be Fighter Z, just like Dragon Ball Z, etc. I'm going for Krillin assist. So you guys would just be coming in on the half notes on beat 3 and 4, so or actually, you know what? Maybe if I should have the 5th here instead. So that way you can have the 3rd on top, Luciano. Too good. You're missing an O. It's from the 90s, all Z's at the end of words. Oh, yeah. That was a thing for a while. And it was also like the weird spelling of things. Like, everyone would freaking do this thing. Where is it? Stuff like that. It was cool. Or like all the cuzzes. Although cuz I feel like it's still a thing. But that's honestly more from shorthand. But yeah, it was totally a thing to do that crap. The 90s were a weird time, man. Especially all the weird rap stuff that people had. like not like the music itself. Like I mean like the graphics that were like super weird, like flashy graphics, and it so happened that it was like that weird like kind of hip hoppy rap that was like white rap kind of, but like not cool. It was like targeted towards children, like freaking the clean what's his name, like the Will Smith, the like welcome to Miami, I do clean rap. That stuff, that's what I'm talking about. What do we have here? D flat? Sure, I'll do an A flat. And then we got that A flat major, which I had given Nicole the 5th, so I guess I'll do the A flat here. Yeah, and then the G. So we'll repeat that, except now you will go up to the B flat. Extreme? Holy crap, I do remember. That's true, extreme. It was weird. I mean, granted, a lot of those things also did come from the fact that it was like what pagers were a thing, so you had like limited number of characters, or even text messages had limited number of characters because they were like what SMS messages and stuff like that back in the day. I didn't expect they were gonna nerf UI Goku. I had told you that ahead of time. Roshi, I'm surprised that they nerfed it though. I will say that that was a shocking one, kind of. I do have the G natural in there, so yeah, sure, I'll do the G natural. Sorry for that leap, Luciano. You'll be fine. All right, let's see how that sounds. Let's go a little before to get it nice in context. This chord sounded a little weird. I also think I need to, yeah, because this is still mezzo piano. Let me go ahead and maybe like I'll leave this part mezzo piano and then ba da da da. This should be like mezzo forte already, so that we were like kind of growing into it. Because I think that it sounds too busy, but only because it's being buried by the melody. It still might sound too busy. Maybe I'll just do that a second time through because we'll probably do the melody again at some point. So I'll see. But I think that's also maybe just the MIDI again playing like too loud or like the balance is off. But so far, pretty solid. Again, I still want to go back to the beginning at some point, and I will. But for now, I think I'm going to move on. Let's get this chorus going. And this, actually... Nice forte there. I did write a mezzo forte there, so that's fine. Dun, bang, bang. All right, let's figure out that harmony. Oh, they actually start together. That's cool. I love when harmony does that. I get caught up, which I mean this happens to anybody. I get caught up in like trying to like do too much sometimes. I don't think this is the first time I mentioned it, but I get caught up sometimes in trying to do too much. Where I'm like, oh, I have all these voices, I can do all these harmonies, but sometimes it's just cool to like land together and then split, which is what they do here because they both sing that, etc. Oh, is it just a common tone? There's a higher harmony, but maybe I want to leave that for the flute. Yes, absolutely. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the harmony is going to look something like this when it's done. Actually, here. Right, so those are kind of the ones that will be a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure all of this is literally exactly what it is, except we just need a nice little copy of that here, and I do also want the clarinet to be the dominant voice here. Interesting. Yeah, I think that actually might have to change there, because otherwise it doesn't make sense with that A flat major. That might not be right. In which case, then that A flat major might not be right. Let's find out. Yeah, so that is a D flat in that harmony, which means that I don't know if it would actually be that A flat major. Otherwise, that would be the fourth, and that's a weird combination to have there. It could be an A flat sus. Let's see. Oh yeah, which position do you think the baby should be in? Baby actually definitely seems like he could be an anchor. That's for sure. Like he seems strong enough on his own. It depends on exactly how his whole mechanic of like taking assists works. Because if it only works if like he physically kills them, then I guess he would have to be more of like a point or a mid, so that way he can kill a character and start using the assist as soon as possible. But if it just works that they're like dead and he can use them, then I think he would be a very strong anchor, since he would always be able to have an assist even in the anchor position. I think that's going to be the big distinction on whether he's going to be like played as a point or an anchor. Sorry, I also want to adjust this. This has really been bothering me. I'll fix it later. Okay. I wonder if this really is a sus then. It might be. Interesting. I was already playing it as an A flat. So yeah, in which case I do for sure think it is a sus. So let's revoice this. The E flat is fine. The G is honestly okay. That might sound too much like a dominant 7 chord, which I'm not happy with. Right. That might work. Super vague kind of voicing here. He's better as a mid or point. Right. No, I don't like that voicing. Let me confirm that the lower voicing is right. Interesting. I'm not wrong, yeah. See, because that's the weird thing is that it does end on the A flat major here. Yeah, because that's that C going down here to the A flat. I think this has to be an F minor the way I had originally said. So let me actually just kind of change this voicing here, make it an F minor 7 maybe. Or maybe even more of a sus sort of thing because I have the A flat in the bass. That might work a little nicer. Okay, yeah, those harmonies are off anyways. But the piano part works better now. I'll give it a better listen in a second, but these harmonies are correct. Let's listen to what we have as far as harmonies and this. Yeah, he seems like he'll have easy loops just because of like that low light that'll bring him down. So damn it. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, yeah. So oh wait, no, hold on. So A flat C F C C B flat B flat. And for now, let me just actually get this part out of here so I can listen to it and make sure that that sounds correct. Alright, and this can stay as a D flat. Because now I changed the voicing. That's the F? Okay, so hold on. Then maybe there's a different harmony there. For that one note, though. No, I think they do get together on the F. And there is an F on the bottom there, but I can put that on the end, the soprano. Something like that, maybe, so it's not like super obtrusive. Sorry, I think the balance is off. It's just like the melody has to be like predominantly louder than everything else here. Yeah, that sounds better. Let's get into it and make sure that's right. But it's just like without that, it's really losing like the style of it. Also, so far so good. Dio hasn't been messing with anything. Jotaro's keeping him in check. Good job. Again, these harmonies I'll have to check, but they're relatively in the right spot. It's just they might have to be slightly adjusted. Sounds like fourths. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely the lower harmony here. So I'll put it here in the soprano. Let me get rid of this for a second. That's funny. It might be the B flat. Let's hear it. So I was actually right the first time. But this is that. Oh no, it is right. So and then again, so that brings into question that E natural, which may or may not be there. Which also brings into question what should the flute do here. I think I'll have it just double the melody there. Because the thing is that with the fourths are such a strong harmony that if I do too much more with it, I think it'll start getting a little weird. I actually like the idea of this. Okay, so I'll just have to change that. I like the idea of this lower harmony being on the soprano, and then just like the flute kind of doubling the melody. So sorta has harmony, but sorta has melody. I think that works a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm honestly like kind of giving it the melody at this point. Oops. And I'm backpedaling on what I had literally said just a little while ago. Maybe I got used to hearing it with the extra harmony. Oh, crap. I really should change that key command. I kind of like... so in a lot of other programs, the default is commands or Control Z is to undo, and then Control Shift Z is to redo. But Sibelius has a setup that Command Y is redo, and I guess that makes sense because it's like C and Y right next to each other, like in the alphabet and stuff. But I kind of prefer Command Shift Z or Control Shift Z. Excuse me. Command Shift Z still makes sense. It's just Mac equivalent. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm digging that. Let's put it in context. Let's go from the beginning. Let's see what we got. So this part is fine. This is literally the part that I'm considering changing up. Okay. I forgot that I add this in. Yeah, it works well. At least I think it works well. Chat can decide to agree or disagree. So I'm pretty sure. Does anything change? Let's check that first. Oh, interesting. So Yeah, and it's in unison here. So it does go to this whole motif here. Where is it? Yeah. So it's this. So Jackie will continue this thing. And then let me I lost the pitch. That's what it is. So let's put the B flat up over here. And that's actually tied to another B flat. And then we got the G for, well, it's technically a F concert. There it is. So that would be correct. And actually, let me confirm, but I actually think I might hold that longer. Yeah, so it's 3 measures. And this is a nice one of these little guys. Honestly, I'll add one more to be safe. It still feels like it's, oh no, well actually I guess no, I do care. I need just you guys. Good luck, Luciano. Actually, the tempo's pretty fast. The reason why I say that is flute because there's no resistance. You're just blowing up over an open hole. You run out of air pretty quickly. The typical thing that people say, I don't know if it's mathematically true or not, but I know from playing both instruments, I definitely feel like there's more air used on the flute. Like you run out of air faster on the flute than you do on the tuba. Tuba's massive, flute is tiny, but you know it's just physics. You have nothing to push to stop or slow the air. Yeah, that feels better because then it's like once the little pattern changes. I don't know what happened here. There we go. Once the pattern changes, the chord is out. And so the rhythm section does continue playing. Oh, hey, what's up, Frogbox? Oh, hey, Jackie, I missed your thingy. You're having lunch? Nice. You get to hear your little solo over here. Sorry, I missed you, Jackie. I added some stuff. I'm still iffy on this middle section. Or sorry, this like beginning middle section thingy. But I'm pretty content with like how a lot of it is coming out. I started reading from down to up. Okay. I don't know if you can tell the heart. There we go. And again, the freaking MIDI is playing what it's gonna play, but you know, This is unfortunately one of the ones that it's like it's gonna make more sense when it's actually recorded. Appreciate it as always, Frogbox. It's awesome how you just drop in, say hello. It really does mean a lot. It also sounds so like robotic, but you know that it's just the MIDI. You know, the computer's gonna play exactly what's like there. You know? So let me get the rhythm section in here. Right. So that just sounds like they're pedaling F. Yep. So bass is just doing this same rhythm, but on F. I don't know how many times it's going to repeat, but I'll just go ahead and do that. I do, especially in the mix, because again, I'm going to add excuse me, I'm going to add the filters to the stuff. I wonder if I can actually kind of showcase what it is that's going to ultimately happen. Let me see if I can. I might be able to, because they might have the thingy here. I know that you do have filters. Do they have a high pass and a low pass filter? Limiter, noise gain, noise suppressor, gain expander, complete. No, they don't actually. They don't. Okay, never mind. I can't show you. Damn it. That would have actually been cool. 3 likes. Come on, people. Clickety clackety. We should just become a MIDI band. Well, I mean, it's gonna ultimately sound that way anyways, which is what I was trying to say. Essentially, what I'm gonna do is take out a lot of like the highs and a lot of the lows, so it'll just almost sound like a telephone, like a funnel, and it'll just like instead of like the actual like snare drum hitting it and stuff. So it'll mimic the actual effect that's going on here, and then the thing that's just sweeping up and down is a phaser, so it's just going. You know, so we can definitely mimic that, and I think it'll sound really cool. And David agrees, so it should be good. Dude, that's right. We're like officially like legit in a new decade, right? So when decades start, does the 0 count as part of the decade, or is that like the ending of the decade? Like, did 2020? Was it like 2011 to 2020, or is it 2010 to 2019, and then 2020 is the start of the new decade? I guess it would be, right? 2020 would be the start of the new decade. Right, exactly. I guess that does make sense that way. Right, so it would be 2020 to 2029, which, holy shit, 2029. Woo! I'm so excited to get to that part. That's actually the part that I'm most excited for. It's the part that you never hear in the actual opening, but it's honestly one of the coolest sections. This whole like stand alone. Off the new decade with a bang. Yeah. It's a hell of a start to a decade. For better or for worse, it'll be remembered forever, dude. Those chords are so cool. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure those are just stacked like fourths. Like, oh, Great. I have the drum selected. Yeah. That was actually unintentional. I got the exact chord that it is. Yeah, so. That's like almost the thing that's in the beginning of the Bowser thing for Paper Mario. But yeah, it's kind of the same motion. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so there we go. That's the one. It's such a cool little movement. Actually. I'm missing that second one, but yeah. It ends on this one, so it's. I'll get there in a second, but yeah, I was 100% right about it being stacked fourths. I haven't actually like. It's just based off like the hearing of it. I was like, that sounds like they're stacked fourths and just like kind of moving around. So it's like the same chord, just shifted up and down, which is a cool like kind of like effect. Let's get our drums in. A little bit farther. There we go. Okay, same thing. Got it. Easy. Sorry, David, your part's going to be a little boring. It's actually really cool, but it's just very repetitive is all. And actually, yeah, it is 8 bars. So now let's check piano. I have the drum selected again. I hate when that happens. Oops. Actually, it's here. I heard that and I thought it was pretty cool, but I do need it to be softer. So then, in actually, this might be easier to do there. It'll just be more consistent if I do that, and Nicole does the long note. That's a cool little. And actually, I think the second time it actually goes up an octave. I don't know if I like it up there. I'll leave it here for now. I still need to. I think they're just vamping like the freaking chord over here. They're just like, oops. That sort of thing. So we're coming out of this voicing here. Yeah, I'll do this one. Nice standard voicing there, but it'll work well. Alright, so let's hear it from the pre-chorus. Love those harmonies. So good. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. I'm pretty sure there is something in the violins. Alright, so I'll have to do that in the soprano and the flute there. So we'll do it maybe like a half note. And then where's this thingy? Is it this guy? There he is. The question is, do I want that instead of the bum, 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 bum? The answer is maybe. So this actually happens on beat 3. I'm dumb. I wasn't paying attention. So this should tie over. This should tie over. There's a half note C here. And a half note A here. I do think I want this little thing to continue going for like a little bit. Maybe something like that. And again, the MIDI is not going to do that. Meow! They're not going to do that. So, again, unfortunately, it's one of those things where, like, you know, the MIDI is going to do what it's going to want to do. It's going to do what it's told. But it's not going to do any more than that. All right, let's see if we're... I'm going to play from the beginning just to make sure that I'm like content with everything up to this point before I get into the cool section. 'Cause that's pretty much it. I don't dislike what's here, but I just don't know if it's correct. But it's the only section that I'm still kind of questionable about. That's pretty cool. I kind of dig it. It should just definitely be this though. that sort of deal. And let me just clarify here for Luciano myself. A long fall here. What's chat feeling so far? Maybe I should tackle this beginning section. Let me give it another listen from the beginning and see what's up. Hold on a second. Interesting. So there's actually more to this than I thought. Really quick, I want to add it. Originally, I guess I wasn't trying to do it, but I kind of want to do it now. Yeah, so it should just be one bar that I'm missing here. Let me, or actually, I guess I need all of it here. There we go. Something like that, yeah. And actually, this is no right here. Please just beat 4, thank you. Boom. Do 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 do. Let's hear how that sounds without adding anything, because I might add the piano is what I'm basically thinking about. And I think that one of these bars needs to actually leave. So let's just go ahead and take out this one. Boom, delete it. Oh, sorry. Do I have to control click first, I think? There we go. Delete. Good stuff. Do, 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 do. So it actually ends one beat earlier also. Boom. That's what it is. Do dub dub. Do dub dub. Yeah, so what I'm gonna probably do is which if this works, it's gonna be cool. Something like that, kind of. Is that too quick? I'm trying to simulate that delay, that echo that's going on. Oh, hello, Yvette. Because it's going to be difficult to emulate that accurately, but that's... Actually, the one that repeats the most is actually the lower one, not the upper one. So I'm actually not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this, but I will figure out a way to get... Let's get that in there. I think if I have that, I'll be more content with it. It's a good thing I did not barge in there, lol. You would have just walked in through here. It's possible, yeah. I'm glad you checked first. Although I'm very hungry, so I would have probably welcomed it. Yvette was a good sister and got me Jersey Mike's, I think. I'm speaking without knowing. Maybe this will work. Yeah, I was going to barge in with nourishment. We'll do. Let me see how this sounds. Yeah, I dig that. I'm fine with that. And then in which case we just do the same thing here. Oh. Thank you. And there was my sister. Shout out to Yvette. Where was the second time that this happens? Oh, it's over here. Got it. Did that actually adjust anything? No, it didn't. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, I can leave it there. I do kind of want to have at least a little bit of the echo here. Oh, wait, sorry. Something like that, maybe. No, this one doesn't work as well. So let's get that back to normal here, and then I will get rid of this as well. This one I think works fine. Maybe. Something like that, maybe, since I have the extra voice. That sounds a little bit closer, I think. See, and so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want this over here or not, but I guess I'm gonna experiment with it really quickly. So if I did do that and that kind of, is that better or worse? I kind of like it just coming in. That way it sounds emptier and it sounds bigger when we come in with everyone else. Not sure what chat thinks, but I think that works a little bit better. I need to end this sooner. Sorry, it's bothering me. There we go. That's not cutting off with the clarinet and the soprano. Okay, we'll keep going in a second. I'm still not content with this chord right here. It's plain, but it works. I might change it later. I definitely think it works better. I'm gonna give it one more go from the beginning. I'm not stopping, no matter what. I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich. Gonna be at the mic. That's a thumbs up to the sandwich and to the arrangement. I think it's coming along. I think it's coming along. I mean, this is the only second session. This is definitely going pretty quickly. I anticipate possibly more issue with the second theme, which is actually the last theme. Again, very untypical of our of our nature so far. But I definitely think this is coming along. I'm definitely excited about it. So let's take a listen here and see what we have left. It's kind of like that fourth section, which I may or may not decide to do. Take some creative freedom, some liberties with. And by that I mean like adding a solo section or anything like that. Yes, Luciano. It's really hitting the spot, actually. So that that lead-in is a little different. And this chorus actually doesn't have the harmonies. I wonder if they come back in. I think they come back in. I'd be wrong. Later, guys. All right, take care, Frogbox. Thanks for joining along. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they do like the harmonies anymore. Always a pleasure having you around, Frogbox. Yeah. Still no harmonies. I think they only do the harmonies at one time, which is crazy. There's like little bits of the harmony, but it's like, and there it is, it's back. Okay, now there we go, the last time. I was like, come on, this is electronic music. Electronic music is famous for layering. So it's like what it is like every single time is just slightly different. You slightly added more little things. So I was very surprised when the harmonies weren't coming in. There's our fourths again in the violins up there at the end. Which makes a lot of sense. That's actually a very like jazz thing. Like what is it? So what? Sort of like. Where is it? That like just moving sort of thing up and down. I'm glad I was able to provide you with substance. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it, Yvette. It's that moving of up and down, that very like modal jazz kind of sound. For those of you that kind of know what that means, that's kind of what this is emulating, because it's just an F pedal down here, so they're able to just kind of like. All of those things just kind of work because of that. So that's kind of what they're doing. Or excuse me, I keep saying there. I know who it is. It's freaking Yoko Kanno. I made a big freaking deal about it last time. But yeah, it seems like ultimately there's going to be a lot of repetition in this one, which is the reason why I'm like I'm debating on this whole like open section, kind of expanding on it. Like, I'm not sure if I want to go the Yu Yu Hakusho route where I did the like horn soli sort of thing, because that's an option. You know, the typical saxophone solo is another option here. I don't think drum solo in this particular setting, just because we're gonna have that effect on there, and that would ruin the next effect, which is what like I said. I mentioned it last time. I'll mention it again, and we'll take a listen anyways, because I actually want to hear it myself, to kind of start planning there, because we're getting there sooner than I thought. I don't think we'll get there this stream, but we'll be there soon. Maybe the next one, for Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, so this is where we're going next. So here, that effect that I've been talking about on the drums would dissipate, and we'd have the full drum set sound here. That's cool. I love the layering that's happening right here. Okay, that's very different harmony from the first time, which is cool. I do remember this section actually. It's so cool how it goes into it straight in. Just no fucks given about like, you know, the genre shit. See, so here, that's what I was saying earlier. That this would definitely be a spot where David can kind of like go ham. So I don't think drum solo the earlier things have. That makes sense. So probably more of a saxophone thing might happen earlier. I wonder how many languages they've gone through. I want to say for at least I presumably like the singer's Japanese. For Japanese singer, her English and German and whatever other Russian and whatever like languages, as far as my untrained ear, it's her pronunciation is pretty solid on like all of them. because she doesn't sound like she has those super like we are soldiers, you know, super like not under pronouncing the L's. Like she's 100% actually saying we are soldiers, stand or die. So kudos to you, singer lady. Um, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here, but that's where I think the effect should finally like boom, and then we get the full drum set in there. I don't think it should be any previous to that. Section 9 is so cool. Like I was just looking at the group and I'm like, dude, I love section 9. Yeah, and so that's definitely but that's also a different piano effect. So let me actually write that in. So this sounds like it's a suitcase with modulation. And so we definitely know that the first one is here. I say definitely, but let me actually confirm. That's what they're playing. So this is actually going to be in treble clef. Oops. Bum, bum. So it's a dotted half note there. Oops. Yeah, so uh, one, two, three, four. And so I believe this should hold out all of this. Let's confirm. Three, four, four, two, three, four. Boom, boom. 3, 4. Yeah, so that actually repeats for a while. Let's go ahead and grab that then. Notation. Pete. And this is going to actually happen again. And I will also make this a whole repeat thingy. because I'm pretty sure the only thing that happens is we're layering on the drums and the bass and stuff. Or actually, even bass I don't think comes in yet. Mm, let's see. Ding, boom, bing, boom. So that starts here. The stand alone. I think preliminarily I'm going to toss that in the soprano. I might toss it in the French horn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. So that's a dotted half note. I'll leave this as a whole note. I'm not sure whether it is or isn't a whole note, but I'll leave it there. Let's go ahead and add. Oops, wrong one. Add one of these, and this is a nice chill mezzo piano right there. So this is going to be one of these. So it seems like this actually is not necessary here, because this is actually constantly what? I press Command S or Control S, excuse me. This is actually changing every single time. There's like slow little layerings. So so some 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and a time. So oops. And that's where this whole thing comes in. Three, four, one, two. I actually don't know how long that's going to go, so I'm just going to do that. Or actually, you know what? I should do one of these. Piano, so it's out of the way of the melody. Yeah, because then Jackie will have to do the that whole thing that's going on, that weird, crazy Gregorian chant choir thing. Also, drums immediately come in. So let me actually. Okay, so it sounds like it's this easy, nice and easy. Along with, okay, so we said it was Alt Control 1? No. Is that a way to select just the note head? That's cool, but I know that's not it then. Alt Shift 1? There it is. Alt Shift 1. Okay. I need to remember that one. That's on me. And this is definitely a piano. Or, you know what, mezzo piano. It's like, it's there, but it's like not a little more in the distance. And so now we just need the accents. So, da, ga, ga, ga. Da, 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 ga. Da, ga, ga, ga. Sorry, that ga. Daka, 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 daka. Yeah, that's right. Now we're gonna repeat that a bunch of times. Let's try 16. So let's get into it. Sorry, and I do apologize for eating on stream, but I was really very hungry. I think that's starting to sound right. And then, so I believe most of this should actually repeat, but let me confirm. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's literally the exact same thing. It's just a matter of like they add that last part to it. See, they came at the same time. Right. Okay, so yes. Confirmed. So let's just get all of this. Actually, minus you. Three, four, two, two, three, four here. So let me actually just do it the right way. I'll go ahead and copy this and paste it here. Yeah, and so same thing, you're going to start here on the long note. And this is going to hold out. Oh, did the piano stop? Yeah, it did. Except, well, yeah, regardless, this is the so it is going to be slightly different. I did feel like there was something I was missing here. I think that last little bit is a little bit different. So this is my first stream with this piece, and I am unfamiliar with it. We'll be using Iwi since it's electronic. Actually, no. Excuse me. No, I don't think so. Currently, that's not the plan. I'll probably leave a lot of like the synthy stuff to like the actual keyboard, because I'm gonna need pretty much all of the voices to be able to do the thicker harmonies that they have there, in the choruses and stuff. But I did consider it. That was one of the things that was like on the table on like, is this the right way to approach it or not? Is that what I have? Yeah, that's right. So let me actually make sure that that's correct on the next one. This should be a C. There we go. Control S. It'll definitely ultimately have that synthy sound because there's like stuff that I'm planning on doing. I had mentioned this before, but yeah, you weren't there in the other streams. I'm gonna do what's called a high pass and a low pass filter on the drums to get that effect where it just sounds like very like narrow. Which is why again the MIDI is just playing like but it's gonna be very different actually when it's officially like mixed and stuff. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about here. It's like a lot of the harmonies here. I kind of need all the horns on deck for the most part. So for those harmonies in the chorus, that's kind of like the reason why I think it would actually make more sense. Because those harmonies are like the iconic section of this whole thing. besides most of the stuff that's actually like doing that is on the it's like little arpeggiations on the piano and stuff like that, which I may still add anyways, or I might just add that in post. Just add in an arpeggiator and have it go nuts. So that might be something that we add in anyways. But I feel like what's more important is the actual pads that are being done. And you can kind of hear those here, where it's like the piano plays. It's like, boom,
демоны кружили надо мной, рассекали тернии млечные пути, не зная счастья никого, кто его слова понять не смог.
And then note to self, I need to make that panning happen. That's such a cool effect. If anybody isn't listening to it on headphones, if you listen closely, the pattern on the drums is actually moving from left to right. It's like da da ga da 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 ga 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 da da ga da ga da ga da ga da da ga da ga da ga da ga. That's a cool effect. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that's mostly synthy is actually really coming from the keyboard, anyways. So I don't think that it's necessary to have the iwi. Long story short. But I did toy with the idea for a while. Okay, so let's figure that whole thing out. So we got... So we start here. I think that might be right. Oh, they do like straight up fourths. No, hold on. Yeah, they're straight fourths. So it's so far we have bum, 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 bum. like that's where we end, so I'm missing the one right before it. Okay, easy enough. So those are all just dotted half notes. So let's get the lower hand really quick. So we got and then up here we have should be correct. Let's kind of, again, as usual, give it a listening context. That's 100% right. That's such a cool, like, little movement here. Shout outs to Pedro Milan, as usual. Good friend of mine. Great channel, jazz guy. Follow him if you are so inclined. But Pedro, if you're watching this later, that's your kind of harmony. I can hear him somewhere in the near future. There's an echo right now of like ooh, where I can hear him like hearing that harmony and just like kind of freaking out. Cool. So let me get the rest of that little harmony thing in. So that whole thing happens again. Oh yeah, it is here. Yeah, so this is. So this should be G. She's moving in fifths, which is cool. Oh no, she's not moving in fifths, but still. No. think I'm off here, but let me see. Um, yeah, so yeah, she starts right on the downbeat. So that's why I sounded a little weird. I was like, hold on a second, this should not be ending. These should be together. Let me just cut that and paste it right on this. Boom. And then I'll just edit this to be dotted half. This is a half. And this is a whole note. Perfect. That should be correct now. Nice. This game is genuinely like coming by much faster than I thought it would. All right, is there anything that I'm missing there? Like something in the some sort of harmony or the Oh, hold on a second. Those high C's in the flute don't last as long as I think they do. Yeah, so they're done after that. Yeah, so they only come in for a little bit. Then in that case, I don't really save that much by putting this this repeat thing. If I was going to repeat a lot, then yeah, maybe it makes more sense. But in this case, it doesn't really make as much sense. So I'll just kind of do that. And then I definitely want to have one of these and then one of these. So that way he gets a little bit louder and a little bit softer. Nice. Yeah, and that's where the bass and all that stuff comes back in. Oh, oops, wrong thing. Again, force of habit. I'm pressing Command S on this. So with that, I'm gonna take a short break. To kind of like rehydrate and stuff. So I'll be right back, and we'll continue with more Ghost in the Shell. And we're back. Hopefully, everyone is doing great. I am re-energizing. Here, helping me re-energize is Dio again. Which so far, again, maybe the JoJo's mouse pad is working. I did show it off last time, but I'll show it off again because I really do think it's pretty freaking cool. Here's the JoJo's mouse pad. So maybe having Jotaro here is scaring Dio into giving us some good luck. So hopefully everybody in the chat is doing great. And we're going to go ahead and continue with some Ghost in the Shell. The fact that this is actually coming along pretty quickly, it actually kind of makes me want to. Which, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd have to like we'd have to vent that out on like whether it's better or not. To just continue plowing through one arrangement, or like to like even just jump around. Because right now I'm like, dude, Paper Mario would be fun to go back into the end tackle. But that's for Wednesday, presumably. I do think on Wednesday we'll probably go back to Paper Mario. We'll probably do Wednesday and Friday as Paper Mario. And that might actually end Thousand Year Door at that point. So that's exciting. But as always, grateful for everybody that's in the chat, joining us along for the ride. And even if you're not joining us in the chat, regardless, thanks for joining, period. You know, again, it really does help the channel grow. So those are actually snare hits right over here. So let me actually write that in for David. It's going to be the same pattern, but with actual snare hits. Setting up the new groove here. So these would be Alt-Shift-0. Oh, the numpad doesn't work? Nope, it does not. I was curious. Oh, it makes sense that it wouldn't. Oops. That's the wrong one. This one. Da, da. So it's actually, sorry, wrong again. He does a different pattern here, and so these accents are actually in the wrong spots. This one is in the right spot here. This one is not, and that is the last one there, actually. And he does one more here. And so now our bass is coming in. I need to not have my drum selected. Cool. So, doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same thing right here. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Except without that extra little eighth note there at the end. So, nice and simple. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Boom, 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 boom. So I believe that should be 4 times. Let me confirm. Here we go, B flat. Correct. Interesting. I'm not convinced that that's... Hold on. It might change meter. Oh no, it's right. It's just that it feels weird because it has that extra beat since everything else is in 3. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. So that technically that feels like it's an extra beat, but the whole thing actually does fit in 4. It's exactly this. So yeah, so this is correct. And then we get the same pattern, but up into B flat. That should be correct for the bass. Let's check what the drums are doing. Yeah, so I think officially there does seem to be some cymbal sounds in there, but it seems like we're going back to this pattern. Where was that one? It's basically a variation on this. Did I just find something out? Is that what that's been all along? If I go here, 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 and then I press this? No. It was almost cool. How did that happen then? Was it tab? No, it wasn't tab. Yeah, I guess I don't have it. Okay, it's fine. Not that big of a deal. Sorry, there was something I was trying to figure out, actually, with regards to the keyboard layout, keyboard shortcuts. I'm not sure I like where this is placed. That's what I'm listening for. It's here. I mean, there's no reason not to. Something like that. I guess I have to write it as a different. Yeah, I'll write it differently. Hold on, I'll just do this thing. And then this will be a rest here. Yeah, there we go. And then so here, we should be able to do this sort of thing. Start, repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I don't know how long it is. Right here. Except we may or may not be using that may or may not be using that those harmonies. Stand alone. I love the build up. Right, and then back to well, depending on how many times we're going to go through that chorus. But again, like all the groundwork of the stuff is more or less here. It's kind of crazy. Um, keep on blowing through. Okay, so we're moving back to that other piano effect. So let me go ahead and write that down for Jose. So what did I call it in the beginning? I think I did call it something like the sweeping effect. Yeah, EP with sweeping effect, so perfect. God damn it. Sorry. Those of you that don't know me as much, I do. I'm pretty sure I have some sort of like insomnia or something, and I should probably get something checked out. um, but yeah, it's just been hard to sleep these last few days. Like Jackie and I both over the winter break, we got our sleep schedules like flipped over. Um, and so it's been hard to like flip it back. So it's like I woke up, I want to say around like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And just couldn't go back to sleep. I just started thinking about all the stuff that I need to do. I was thinking about this stream. I was just like, oh man, like, what is it? How far do I want to get? What do I want to do? Is there anything I want to change? Like, is there a different approach I want to take? Should I change something up? Whatever. Like, there's all these different things that were going through my head, and so like that's what keeps me up at night. So I hope you're happy. No kidding. But yeah, no, it genuinely does cross my mind multiple times a day. For better or for worse. So those seem like they should be standard. So let me see. Let's do a nice voicing for that. Yeah, that voicing should work nicely. I think that'll be a good one. It's nice and crunchy. So we got. All right, and I need to write this back in bass clef. So Q for clef, and then we go back in bass. Don't ask me why Q is for clef, but it is. One of these had an extra one. Here it is. Oh, YouTube. Perfect. And now let's just get the upper hand, which we said was this. And then the next one would be this. This was the interesting one. I don't know if this will work or not because it might be too heavy to have that natural, that D natural. But we'll see because it's possible that they are trying to accent it before we get into like this um, D flat major. And I do the same thing. This one has an extra set of ties that doesn't need to. All right, so that should be our rhythm section for this last pre-chorus. I really like the way those voicings are coming out, actually. Yeah, it's actually kind of a cool sound because it's like very crunchy, but it's like it's the right amount of rub. And I think it'll be cooler with the sweeping effect too. I'm almost upset that I didn't use some of these voicings sooner. I might go back and revoice some of those things because that one in particular. And I definitely think that D natural actually does. That is the correct harmony there, I think. But we'll have to see what happens when the melody is in. The melody will definitely shine some light on whether that's supposed to be a D natural or not. If they're purposely going for the non-functional harmony route or whatever, then it should be the D natural. But if they're going for a functional harmony, then it should be a D flat, as dictated by our key signature over here. Yay! I could also make this. Okay, so let's think. I have like essentially two options here, so I could try to make this like solo for soprano, kind of leading into the thing. But I really like the way this melody. Those are like really pretty intervals that they're kind of doing. Let's try writing out, and then I'll decide what I want to do, if I want to do that or not. So she actually holds it out even longer, actually. So this that note gets held out even longer. One, two, three, four, 1, 2. Bum bum. Two, three, four, 1. 1, 2, 3. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. I guess I will do it this way. Bum 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 bum. No, I think it is on the downbeat actually. So it's the opposite rhythm, where this and then that's on the downbeat. And a 1. And a 1. 4 and 1. Actually, 4 and 1. So do da. Two and 1 and 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Two, 3 and 4 and bum 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 bum. 2 3 4 1. That's a low B flat. That's the lowest note I pretty much can play on the soprano. So we'll see how this melody actually might be there. It could be a, you know what? it might be low enough that maybe we could put it on the French horn because Nicole has had a relatively like chill part for a while here, mostly due to the fact that a lot of this stuff is pretty high, so it just like kind of makes sense. She'll get more stuff later, but for right now, it doesn't necessarily make as much sense. I'll debate that in a second. I'm gonna take another short break, potty break. I'll be right back. As always, thank you for everybody for tuning in. Why is that wrong? It is wrong though. Dio, why have you failed me? No, I'm kidding. Bum, bum. Let's listen to what we got. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Ba-da-da! There it is. So this is all actually one measure over. No, I need you to be a whole note, but I need this over here to be dotted half note. No, over here, damn it. Thank you, Sibelius. Now this copy paste there. So that should work. Okay, so the rest of it is still a little weird, a little off. Let's see what I got. Yeah, this should be long. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Bum, ba. Bum, ba, ma, bum, ba. Bum, ba, One, two, three, four. That seems like it should make more sense. The rhythm sounded a little funky here for a second, so let me double check that rhythm. Ba-da-da-da. That's what I thought. That should be correct. I also want to have a rest there because it feels like it just goes on forever. She actually kind of sings both of them. Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. No, I think 4 and 1 works fine. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 4, 1. Yeah. And so this should be yeah, she does like a little turn there, so I'm gonna write that in. Where is that? Do they not have it here? I thought they did. This little grace note thingies. No, I guess not. Interesting. Okay. I could have sworn they did. So yeah, it's over here then. It's not so much a mordant or whatever. Oh, there it is. Turn. Yeah, so it's gonna do that, but I know what to do in my head. Yeah, it's just supposed to... Okay, so... Bum, 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 bum. So more or less. Cool, we're almost there. Almost there. So she actually even holds it one more measure. One, two, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Don't give me that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I do want that in a second, but not right now. I'm probably gonna add. I mean, I can hear in the synth there's some background stuff or whatever, so I'll probably add some stuff. But I do think I'll keep this in the soprano. I was thinking about possibly tossing it in the clarinet for continuity, whatever it's called, however you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that's all it is. Let's hear what the top voice is. There it is. Bum, bum, bum. Nice. So that should basically be that whole section. Let's kind of get into it from the pre-chorus and make sure that it's all correct. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah, I mean, again, I actually do like it. The final verdict I think is going to be no solo on this. If there's a solo, it might honestly be just be to fill in this some of this piano thing. But I kind of like the the fact that it just slows down. So I might keep it the way it is. But there's definitely stuff to add for the rest of the horns in this section. In this section, kind of building up. Um, there's some synth stuff that's going around or whatever. So that's definitely a thing. I think there's no sense in pushing a dead horse. This is kind of or beating a dead horse. This is actually coming along very quickly, very well. I'm gonna give it a quick listen from the beginning, both for you guys and for myself. Again, because that beginning is the only section that I'm still kind of like iffy on. Uh, but everything else here from like the beginning forward is like kind of really coming together the way I want it to. Again, the MIDI isn't doing it justice, but it's genuinely doing what it's supposed to do, um, and it's bringing about like all the coolness out of this song. Um, so let's give it a listen. See what we have so far. I think it's better, but I don't know if I like the echoes entirely. At least the ones in the melody I feel like are maybe a little forward. I like these chords. The arpeggiations actually come out pretty nice. And again, the balance of these harmonies aren't exactly right, just because of the MIDI. Oh, Pedro, you showed up at the right time, dude. Check out these fucking harmonies, dude. I was mentioning you earlier. This is just in there for the record, so I can't take any credit for it. Freaking modal as shit. That's exactly what I said. I said I'm like somewhere in the near future I can hear echoing still the woo from Pedro. Oh, if you're talking about the seconds was me. This here, these like tight voicings, that is me. I can take credit for that. If this is what you're talking about, I can take credit for that. But no, I was talking about the stacked fourths like before it. That's just written in. Yeah, because I was talking about this, because it's just the actual way that it is. That's so good. I might do it the way it is. I'm not sure because I was saying this earlier, venting kind of ideas and stuff. I don't know if I am gonna have this because I could just have this as a clarinet solo because the voice is solo, and then the harmonies come in later. I could also throw a soprano solo on top. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. There's a few options I have at this point. There's some extra little things with the violin stuff. But really not much actually really changes. They just kind of change singers, which obviously that changes the timbre. Which in essence, I could do the same thing with the clarinet and the saxophone, the soprano sax. They both would be in the same register, but the different qualities of like, you know, the sounds. So that would actually work pretty well, but I don't know if I want to go that far into doing that, especially if I have a whole other theme to get to. So I might just get into it and honestly just play the harmonies and call it a day. But I'm not sure. I'll kind of vent that over time, and then I guess actually sometime next week because I think I'm gonna do Paper Mario on Wednesday. Um, get back to Paper Mario, and then maybe I'll come back to this because this is actually coming along pretty quickly. Don't call me. I'm about to finish streaming. I don't know who that is. Anyways, yeah. So everybody that did join, thank you for joining. Everybody that's watching later on, all that jazz. Thank you for supporting the channel, for being a great part of this whole project. Much love to everybody out there. I need to fix this whole thing. There we go. That way I can actually see what's going on. Much love to everybody. Stay safe. 2021 should be bringing a lot more great things. And as I mentioned earlier in the stream, maybe those things aren't said often enough, but it's like much love to everybody. Hope is out there. Things are going to get better. And like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for sticking along with us. I'm Joe Paz from 8-Bit Wave, signing out.
「支えてくれる人たちに日頃の思いを込めたラプソディ」「アプリシエーションの気持ちを堂々か